Number 3, Michael from Lexington, Kentucky. Let's say that Gingrich gets the nomination and TV Guide approached you to give a preview of how you see a debate between President Obama and Newt Gingrich going. What would the preview be? Could this possibly be the best TV show anyone could ever watch? I think first off, you'd be surprised who would end up being the moderator. I think it would be somebody who could, there's a word called vouchsafe, and I always wonder what that is. Let me look that up. It might work here, but I'm not perfectly certain of the, but the president might have a moderator that could give or grant in a gracious or condescending manner. It is a blessing vouchsafed him by heaven. It might work there, I'm not sure. Condescending throws me off, but if it's a gift, I do believe that his safety will be vouchsafed by a moderator from the mainstream press, and I'd be surprised if they went to a unbiased moderator, because I really think that Barack Obama has no grasp on the history of this country. I believe he's probably nimble on matters of legality and such, and stipulation, and the community organizing background. Fine points of the law. I understand he was a college professor, although I find that hard to believe. I don't find him as erudite as most people do, and I know when you're in front of a class, you have to think and be nimble with kids, and he seems to be pretty prompter, anchored. I think he's a great reader, man. And trust me, as somebody who's made a living on TV reading off prompter, I was pretty good at it. He's the Clark Gable of prompter. But I don't find him as nimble as anybody, and I don't think he knows history well. That's the big hidden secret. I don't think he knows history now because I think he wants to make history from here on in. And he wants to change this country in a certain way. I don't think he wants to destroy it. That's where I stop with people. But I do think he wants it to be a different America than it has been historically. And I think Gingrich knows history like nobody I've ever seen. Like, for God's sakes, he is an Encyclopedia Britannica of American history. And I also think that Newt Gingrich, and I read a couple articles this morning, one by a man named Gensart on American Thinker, G-E-N-S-E-R-T, if you go over there. I think Obama's going to play dirty, and I think people are starting to go around to Gingrich because they sense that Mitt Romney might not play as dirty as he needs to. Now, that's a nice comment on Mitt Romney, to say that people can't believe him getting that nasty. Gingrich has had a bit of an epiphany, a road to Damascus moment. He says his return to Catholicism, the right woman, and grandchildren has brought him back. Yeah, somewhere in his hard drive, there's a batshit button, though. And if he gets cornered, he's going to go complete raccoon at the recycling bin at Torino. And I would like to see that debate, because I don't even think it'd be close, man. And you know how it wouldn't be close? Barack Obama would start dealing in convivial generalities, as he always does. And when stacked against a fact-laden presentation like Gingrich, his would not sound wistful anymore, the president's, but rather childlike. I don't, all that hope change, all that bullshit. When somebody's citing case, bam, 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 and you're supposed to be the smartest guy in the room, I think that's a big reveal when they find out that, the emperor has no clothes. And not only does he have feet of clay, I think he has hamstrings of clay, and I think Gingrich would go for the jugular and might bring that out more. I think Romney, almost out of deference to the office of the presidency, might pull up short of actually rolling the guy. I think he could hold his own in the debate, but I think decorum would dictate that he not make it as volatile as Gingrich would, and I'm looking for the volatility. I want to see this man tested in the way he hasn't been tested, Barack Obama. And maybe he just shuts me up. Maybe I watch that and I say, wow. But I don't know. If I had to bet, I'd bet Gingrich in that debate. Enjoy these samples of the Bathrobe Sessions, a weekly video available only to members of the DMZ, the Dennis Miller Zone, on DennisMillerRadio.com.